Good evening. Welcome to Secrets of the Stones. Tonight's stone is fluorite. Fluorite was known as Changshi in ancient China. This term means worm stone, and it is the ancient Chinese word for parasites and ghosts. Fluorite is an anti-parasitic stone. Ghosts is a term that can be described as a psychological issue or unresolved emotion which continually consumes one's thoughts. Parasites often take the form of worms, hence the name wormstone. Fluorite can be found in a variety of colors, including green, yellow, brown, white, clear, purple, and blue. The exact shade is caused by exposure to natural irradiation or mineral impurities. Fluorite changes color when it is exposed to UV light. This stone is often formed in the deepest metamorphic level and appears in square shapes with clean edges. The metamorphic level is pictured on the screen in red. It is the deepest level of the earth. Darker shades of fluorite may have been formed in the sedimentary level, which is the second deepest level, pictured in beige. And stones that are formed in the igneous level will have rough edges, the top level. Fluorite is composed of calcium fluoride, but it may also contain impurities of yttrium, cesium, silica, aluminum, iron, magnesium, oxygen, and chlorine. Darker stones contain traces of cobalt. Green stones contain impurities of chromium. Blue and yellow stones contain impurities of iron. Calcium in this stone binds to minerals and metals. Halogen fluoride has the ability to bind fire toxins back to the level of the essence and marrow to promote latency or storage. Halogen is toxic. Although the toxins are inert, they have an energetic signature which affects the outermost defensive Wei Qi, compelling it to expel these toxins. Fluorite can bind pathology at the deepest level of the body or help release pathologies to the exterior through this mechanism. Its action will depend on the duration of treatment, the color, its placement on the body, and its interaction with other stones. Generally, the shorter the treatment, the more likely it is to release pathology to the exterior. This is usually done by placing the stone distally on the hands and feet, or by combining it with stones that also encourage the release of pathology. Purple fluorite, with its descending nature, is more likely to bring pathology into storage or latency. Cubic-shaped clusters encourage the storage of pathology as well, and you will remember that they were formed in the deepest level of the earth, the metamorphic level. Stones that are placed on the midline of the body also encourage the storage of latent pathology or latency. Sometimes fluorite can be found growing in a diamond-shaped structure. This structure will have a double terminated crystal, and the result is that these stones direct energy upward or downward. Energetically, they are able to penetrate deeply to access repressed psychological issues and bring them into conscious awareness, allowing them to be released. In addition to encouraging latency or storage, fluorite's cubic crystal structure resonates with the cheekbones, the bite, and the bones of the jaw. So what are the functions and uses? Well, this stone has a cubic crystal structure and an affinity for the spleen and stomach earth temperament. I've done another video on this temperament, which I will link. It is in the foundations playlist, and I go through the crystal structures and talk about all the temperaments. They are related to the 5 elements. Everyone resonates with one or more temperaments, and knowing your temperament can help you choose a crystal that will affirm or your own temperament or affirm another temperament which you would like to incorporate. Keep in mind that these effects are gradual according to this Taoist philosophy. Primarily, the functions and uses of cubic crystals are to help us establish boundaries, because of the cubic shape represents a firm boundary. They also affirm our sense of security, tonify any deficiencies, and consolidate qi or bring qi in, as well as maintain unresolved latency or maintain problems that we have stored for later to deal with. Anatomically, they resonate with the skull and the facial bones, as well as the bite. This is because they are associated with the earth temperament and the earth meridians, the spleen and the stomach. And the stomach meridian begins on the face and runs along the jaw. Cubic crystal structures can be used for conditions such as insecurity, insomnia, irregular menstruation, irregular bowel habits, an injury to the facial bones, temporomandibular joint problems, and problems with the bite. Fluorite is beneficial for clearing heat. In particularly, the different colors will affect the various organs as follows. White or clear fluorite is useful for clearing heat in the lungs. Yellow fluorite clears heat in the stomach. Green and blue fluorite clear heat in the liver. Purple fluorite clears heat in the blood and is useful for conditions such as headache, thirst, dry or hot eyes, and delirium. Rainbow fluorite can be used to clear heat when its location is unknown. The various colors of fluorite treat specific conditions as follows. Clear fluorite is beneficial for regulating qi and alleviating pain caused by stagnant cold. It is beneficial for pain in the body due to cold, and this type of pain will be fixed and may have a stabbing nature. This type of pain gets better with warmth and is worse upon exposure to cold. There can be headaches, chest pain, and stomach pain that get better with warmth also with this type of cold. Blue fluorite resonates with the liver and gallbladder meridians pictured here, and it is beneficial for conditions related to the bones, teeth, and sensory organs, because the liver meridian goes up to the head and affects the eyes and the vertex, and the gallbladder meridian goes around the ears and is also influential for the eyes and head. Blue fluorite draws out and releases pathogens from the bones to treat parasitic infestations, joint pain, bone pain, toothache, and cavities caused by heat. Brown fluorite resonates with the level of the skin and is helpful for treating conditions such as liver spots and pigmentation or loss of pigmentation. Brown fluorite is also beneficial for people who remain fixated on particular attitudes or beliefs, who are unable to accept new ideas. Green fluorite affects the sinuses, sensory organs, and nerves. It is beneficial for acute common cold, nose or throat conditions, recurring or chronic infections, chills and fever, acute episodes of vomiting or diarrhea, food retention leading to discomfort, and withdrawal from alcohol or drugs. Purple fluorite calms the spirit and induces latency. It is beneficial for Shen or spirit disturbances with symptoms such as mania, insomnia, hyperactivity, anxiety or panic attacks, and grief. Yellow fluorite is useful for clearing phlegm and stagnant heat. It binds toxins in the blood and helps eliminate them through the stool. It is indicated for thyroid conditions, allergies, high cholesterol with high blood pressure, stagnation in the liver channel causing high cholesterol, muscular atrophy or weakness of the muscles, and narrow-minded attitudes with rigid boundaries. So what are the practical applications of fluorite? Clear fluorite can be applied directly onto areas of pain. Use a clear fluorite wand to massage the bony holes of the sacrum, pictured below, or the depressions beneath the cheekbones of the outer corners of the eyes, pictured above, to soften and move accumulations in these areas. Place blue fluorite directly on areas of pain. Take brown fluorite directly onto warts. Scrape the muscles of the spine in a downward motion or apply small brown fluorite stones directly onto shingles lesions. Mix powdered brown fluorite with a medium and apply it to bruises or scar tissue. Place a bowl of brown fluorite on the bed of a person who has passed away to purify the home. During a stone meditation session, hold yellow fluorite in the hands or place it under the feet to draw phlegm out of the body. Alternately, rub the cuticles of the first and second toes, the lung and large intestine meridians, as well as the thumb and index fingers to draw out phlegm. And the first and second toes represent the spleen, the liver, and stomach meridians. Wear a yellow fluorite pendant on the center of the chest, in line with the nipples, on a point known as conception vessel 17, to stimulate the protective, defensive Wei Qi, which protects the body from exterior pathogens. Scrape the upper back with a green fluorite wand to release viral influenza to the exterior. Use the green fluorite wand or massage tool around the eyes or ears to drain congestion caused by common cold, around the sinuses to drain congestion, around the eyes to reduce swelling or conjunctivitis, around the ears to address ear infections, on the jawline to address temporomandibular joint problems or toothache, and around herpes lesions to alleviate pain. Rub the cuticles of the hands and feet with green fluorite on the Jing well points to encourage the release of pathologies to the exterior. The Jing well points are a group of points located on the extremities that encourage the release of pathology to the exterior. They can be stimulated when there is an acute infection or attack of something that you would like to have released immediately before it goes deeper into the body. And from the thumb, on the inner cuticle of the thumb, on the inner side, is the lung point. The next is large intestine, followed by the tip of the middle finger, the pericardium point, the cuticle of the index of the ring finger, the triple energizer point, the inner cuticle of the heart, of the little finger is the heart point, and the outer cuticle of the little finger is the small intestine point. On the feet, the inner cuticle of the big toe is the spleen meridian starting point. The outer cuticle of the big toe is the liver point. The outer cuticle of the second toe is the stomach meridian point. The outer cuticle of the fourth toe is the gallbladder meridian point. And the outer cuticle of the pinky toe is the bladder meridian point. You can make a tea with green fluorite as well and drink it hot for a short period of time, meaning 5 days or less, to enhance the defensive Wei Qi and address common cold or chronic infections. If you are making this tea, fluorite should be added first if herbs are being used, and if other stones are being decocted, fluorite should be added last. Place a small diamond-shaped purple fluorite stone in the navel to treat acute anxiety or agitation. Take purple fluorite around the navel for 3 to 5 days to help address cold in the uterus leading to infertility. This protocol has a drawback in that it can only be incorporated for a short time. You can massage purple fluorite on the first 3 ghost points attributed to Sun Si Mao to treat Shen or spirit disturbances. The first point is located on the philtrum beneath the nose and the lips. It is called Governor Vessel 26. The second point is located on the cuticle of the big toe. It is called Spleen 1. And the third point is located on the crease of the elbow in line with the radial side of the thumb, as pictured, and it is known as large intestine 11. During a stone meditation session, hold or place purple fluorite underneath the feet to draw pathogenic factors from the blood. Hold the stone in the hands to draw heat out of the chest or abdominal region. Alternately, you can wear a bracelet with the stone touching the top of the wrist to stimulate the points of the yang channels and encourage the release of pathology to the exterior. Wear an amulet with the stone touching the center of the chest on a point known as conception vessel 17 to encourage the dissipation of arterial plaque. Fluorite jewelry should be set in gold. It can tarnish if it is set in silver. Purple fluorite earrings can be worn to address chronic conditions. When using the elixir, it is important to note that fluorite contains halogen and is relatively soft, with a hardness level of 4 on the Mohs scale. For this reason, the elixir can only be taken for a short period of time, 5 days or less in general. Blue fluorite elixir is beneficial for clearing fire toxins and parasitic infestations. Brown fluorite elixir is beneficial for skin conditions such as liver spots and lack of pigmentation. It is also helpful for those with fixed or rigid attitudes. Purple fluorite can be taken directly before and after dental work to release electromagnetic radiation. Yellow fluorite elixir is beneficial for clearing stagnation in the liver channel and alleviating acute allergy symptoms. It is beneficial for strong boundaries, which has led to narrow-minded thinking. Cleanse fluorite in running water and recharge it by placing it inside an amethyst geode or next to a clear quartz crystal. And here are some images of fluorite. Well, thank you for joining me tonight on Secrets of the Stones. I hope you're having a wonderful evening or day, and I'll see you next time.